Hey guys, I recently just finished reading these two books and I wanted to share with you how I record that in my various planners and journals. It is a very redundant and unnecessary process that I put myself through, but I love it. Like sometimes I love it more than actually reading itself. I don't normally tab my planners, but because I have so many things I need to check off for both of these books, I thought I would tab them to make sure that I got everything. This over here. This is my Hobonichi Weeks for 2023, and I use it as an everyday planner. The first thing I do will be to flip to the current week. And the first to do on my week is to read a book. So I did that. I finished The Hunchback of Notre-Dame. But then we're already into next week. I held off to do this for a very long time. But just humor me, okay? Let's just pretend we're, last week. Read another book, which I did. Then I flipped to the back of my planner. This is the list of all the books that I've read so far this year. And I'm currently on number 77. And I just write the title and the author. I used to keep the star rating here, but I decided to get rid of that. Then I flip to the books purchase page. The goal is to actually read all of the books that I purchase in a year. I have not been able to do that, but I started out kind of strong and then fell off. And I write the title, the author, and where I purchased it. And then I just have to find Fantastic Mr. Fox. What did I do with you? Why did you not tab that? You fool. You're wasting time. Because I purchased way too many. I left myself 2 pages. So the max was supposed to be 50 books. But of course, because I have a shopping addiction, I bought a lot more than that. So then this is the continuation of my books purchase. Oh, and I did tab it. There it is. So that's all I do with this journal. This was originally all I did to record my reading year after year. That was like the first list that I put in here was just all the books that I read. And then it's kind of slowly evolved since then. Like when I look at all my old journals, I can look and see, okay, I read this year. So I probably should put the star ratings in it. Anyway. This next one is a biggin, okay? This is gonna be a real treat, okay? You better buckle your seatbelt. I'm leaning into the Minnesota accent. I'm just gonna lean in. Come on there, gay. Come on. This is my TBR journal. I said that funny.
This is my TBR journal.
And I use it to keep track of like all my unread books that I want to possibly purchase in the future, and also lists of books that I'm trying to complete. And look at those tabs. Okay, look at them. We are in for a ride. I have it broken down between like YA, middle grade, and children's and adult standalone novels. I have different lists for like duologies and trilogies, but these are both standalones, so they will be on this list. And I purchased it recently, so it should be at the bottom here. And then it's here. Cross that off. Oh boy, this is fun. Then we skip to my Roald Dahl list of children's books, and I'm slowly trying to make my way through them. And I don't own all these books, so that's why this Fantastic Mr. Fox is just partially highlighted. It's just to let me know that I do own this book. Then we skip to 1001 Books to Read Before You Die. So this is the book. I am going through both this one and the original, like, first edition. So I have two of these lists of 1001 books. And there's a lot of overlap. I do not plan on ever finishing all of it. I would love to if it's possible, but it's just kind of a fun challenge for me to do. I just like lists and checking things off of lists. And then I finally flip to my TBR. I take from all of the other lists and create what I'm supposed to be reading. The Hunchback of Notre-Dame and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Then, so I copied down this list in my last TBR journal. You can see it here. And I was carrying it in here for a while because I ripped them out. And then I was like, I'd rather have it in it, you know? So I copied it again, but I missed a few somehow. So now I kind of got to figure out which ones I'm missing. That's going to be fun. I mean, this is like kind of insane, right? Like, this is only a crazy person would do this twice. And not only with 1001 Books to Read Before You Die, like the adult version, but also the children's version. Crazy person. And don't think that I'm not gonna like highlight this as well. When I put it back in the journal, I will stop crossing it out. But for now, until I figure out which books are missing in this, it stays back here. So that's all the ones that are in this particular notebook. But wait, there's more. I'm only doing what the book tells me to, okay? Because I didn't want to overwhelm this with lists. Clearly, didn't want to overwhelm myself. So I started another book with lists in it. So I have like a lot of books on ancient Rome and King Arthur. And instead of buying more in that subject, I want to read these. So we have classic children's books. Boom. Owie. Owie, I hurt my finger. For historical fiction up to the 17th century, because this is set in the late 1400s. I have it here. Bazinga. And then it was written in the 1800s, so I have it here. It is also French literature. It's very simple, okay? It's exceedingly simple setup. That's it with this one. I have more lists back here too. I don't normally like writing or highlighting books, but so I flip to the title index. And because I can never remember which color mild liner I use both of them in here. So I find the Hunchback of Notre-Dame. Cross it out once. Cross it out twice. I would not read the next page if you are concerned about spoilers. That's one thing about this book that I don't care for, is that you can't read any of the entries in here before you read the book, because they sometimes give away the ending and it's just really annoying. Isn't this a pretty book though? And I just cross out the title. I'm only going to do it with one color. This was actually a really good book. I was surprised by how much I loved it. I was not expecting it to be as funny as it was. Like, it's very tragic. And of course you feel bad for Quasimodo and Esmeralda, but it is hilarious. Like, I was actually laughing out loud. All these dark blue ones are like what I found funny. Oh, it's heavy. Last but not least, we have my 2023 reading journal. I'm trying to write normally, instead of turning everything, and it's impossible. I forgot to highlight this the other day. My reading challenge. So I've read 77 and 78. Then I flip to my read before you buy page, which is absolutely worthless now because I have bought before I read. I was a good girl. I bought it after I had read 3 of them. Oh, I have to update this for November. We'll go back to that. We'll do that as a little added bonus. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I did not tab these properly. I need to get my head examined. What am I doing? So then we skip back, not that far, to November, which is now December, but I read these in November, technically. So I will write in the title under Yonda Hon, which means books read. Oh no, I just fail at everything. Why? And The Hunchback of Notre-Dame was actually on my list of books to read for November, so I'm going to check it off. And this is where I will put the spread for The Hunchback of Notre-Dame. I'm not going to do that right now. I did do this on camera. It was my very first video that I posted on YouTube. If you want to check that out. Oh my god, I hate myself. But I did choose Fantastic Mr. Fox to read. All right, now we go back to the other pages. Oh, hold up. I bought more books. What books did I buy? All I have to do is check my handy dandy. See, this is very useful because it has all the information that I need. Might take me a while to get to it. I purchased The House of Seven Gables, and then I bought Atomic Habits, which I have already read, but I read a library copy, and so I wanted my own. And then I purchased The Old Man and the Sea because I needed 2 cents to get free 1-day shipping from Amazon. So then we flip back. I'm trying to get my unread books down to like a reasonable number. I started the year at 506. I'm currently at 452. It's not a big enough jump. So I read 3 books. I did not unhaul any. And then I acquired 3 books. However, I read one already. So really only 2 of them were unread. So therefore I have a net of -1, right? So I have 451 unread books. Did I do the math right? I'm not very bright. Oh my god, though, but did I? See, don't smear. Don't smear, please. Nice. And then this got really messy. I'm hoping it'll look a lot nicer in my next spread, which I still have to set up my next journal. Okay, 451. Lastly, oh my god, this is exhausting. But this is like the best part of reading. I tell you what, the best book of November was by far The Hunchback of Notre-Dame. I'm excited to figure out what December is going to be and then who's going to win. Hello. But I haven't completed any books yet for December, which makes me sad. All right, well, that is it. Thank you for watching and enduring that. It's quite fun. Quite focus, damn you. Okay, bye. The Hunchback of Notre-Dame. Notre-Dame, you stupid, you American. Fantastic mixer. I seen the X and it was all over. And Fantastic Mixture. Oh my god, I said it again. And Fantastic Mixture. Oh my god, I did it again. Jesus Christ. Oh, now I pressed on my eyeballs too hard and now everything's blurry. And I drank my coffee before it gets a skin on it. It's getting close. I can't see it. I just posted my first video. I'm like an experienced YouTuber now. Thank y'all.